Redbull is looking good after surprising signs of upgrades. Hamilton is in trouble with the FIA, and Lando is ready to bounce back. Do consider subbing. Let's get into the latest F1 news. Welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we're diving into the latest drama surrounding none other than Lewis Hamilton, who recently made headlines following the Austrian Grand Prix. Buckle up as we explore how Hamilton secured a warning from the FIA after a controversial incident during the race weekend. The spotlight is on Hamilton, who after joining Ferrari from Mercedes at the start of the 2025 season, faced an eventful challenge during Free Practice 2. The flashpoint occurred at Turn 4 when Hamilton inadvertently impeded Andrea Kimi Antonelli, the driver of a rival Mercedes, prompting the FIA to intervene. Antonelli wasn't shy about expressing his frustration during the session, voicing his concerns over team radio, saying, "Mate, what is going on with these people?" Honestly, his annoyance was understandable as he had to take evasive action, while Hamilton, in an attempt to apologize, claimed he simply didn't see Antonelli approaching in his mirrors. The FIA took the matter seriously, ultimately resulting in Hamilton receiving a warning instead of a grid penalty. The stewards thoroughly reviewed the incident, considering input from both drivers, team representatives, and multiple video angles. Their verdict highlighted that Hamilton, while aware of the other car closing in, moved onto the racing line slowly, which unnecessarily impeded Antonelli. Hamilton was quick to recognize his mistake, offering an apology immediately after the incident. Despite being found in the wrong, the FIA opted for a warning given the context of the practice session, where driving behavior is typically judged more leniently. This incident encapsulated a tense moment not only for Hamilton, but for the whole Ferrari team, who were already seeking to maximize their performance amidst rising competition. Adding to the intrigue, Hamilton had expressed his frustration earlier that day over a lack of pace during Free Practice 1, notably finishing in the 10th position, just ahead of Antonelli, but trailing significantly behind the leading McLaren of Lando Norris. Hamilton's struggles with pace and the subsequent FIA warning serve as a reminder of the challenges drivers face in high-stakes environments like Formula One. As we continue to follow Hamilton's journey in the 2025 season with Ferrari, it's clear that every session counts and any misstep can lead to intense scrutiny. Stay tuned for more insights and updates on Lewis Hamilton and the world of Formula One, and let us know in the comments what you think about Hamilton's performance this season. Welcome back to our Formula One coverage. Today, we're diving into Lewis Hamilton's challenging start with Ferrari in the F1 2025 season. Since switching from Mercedes to Ferrari, Hamilton has faced significant hurdles. While he enjoyed success in the sprint format, winning from pole in China and finishing third in Miami, he has yet to secure a podium in his first 10 races with his new team. This represents his worst ever season start at the age of 40, with struggles to match the pace set by teammate Charles Leclerc. One of the critical issues hampering Ferrari is the SF25 car's ride height, which has forced the team to run higher than intended since the season began. This problem has even contributed to Hamilton's disqualification from the Chinese Grand Prix, just a day after his stellar sprint race performance. But there's hope on the horizon. Ferrari is working hard on upgrades, including a significant rear suspension update expected to arrive just in time for Hamilton's home race, the British Grand Prix at Silverstone. Now, let's hear from James Vowles, who sheds light on Hamilton's struggles at Ferrari, claiming he can see the challenges in what's going on. Interestingly, despite the anticipation surrounding Ferrari's upgrades, Hamilton himself doesn't expect to see major changes in the car's performance. Former teammate Valtteri Bottas has thrived where Hamilton is finding it tough, claiming that the Ferrari challenge isn't rocket science. This raises questions about the adjustments Hamilton needs to make to adapt to his new environment. As we look forward to the Austrian Grand Prix, the buzz in the paddock around the FIA's new racing guidelines adds another layer to the excitement. With multiple teams, including Ferrari, rolling out various updates, it's anyone's guess how it will affect the tight competition. Stay tuned as we continue to follow Hamilton's journey at Ferrari and uncover more from the world of Formula One. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below about how you think Hamilton's season will unfold. Red Bull Racing has begun the weekend with a small yet significant upgrade to their RB21 car at the Austrian Grand Prix. This update, highlighted by team advisor Helmut Marko, is aimed at enhancing performance on the tight Austrian track. The latest modification includes a new floor edge designed to improve airflow stability and local load. During the practice session, driver Max Verstappen managed to clock in just 0.3 of a second behind the fastest time set by McLaren's Lando Norris. Despite this gap, which can feel substantial on a short 65-second track, Marko expressed optimism about the team's progress. After Friday's practice, Verstappen finished with the third fastest time, sitting 0.318 seconds behind Norris. Though the pace may have raised some eyebrows, Marko believes the gap isn't as vast as it seems when corrected for fuel loads, stating, "We are a bit nearer to McLaren, but still, they are the favorites." Marko's comments reflect a cautious optimism as he discussed the potential for further improvements. He acknowledged that the competition is fierce, with times being very close together among several teams. "We've seen hundredths between 4 or 5 cars," he noted, emphasizing the tight margins that can make a significant difference in race performance, especially with the forecast promising warmer temperatures for qualifying. The tweaks made to the RB21 have yielded results consistent with the team's expectations. Marko commented that, while it's not a big step, the upgrade gives the team hope moving forward. An interesting factor for Red Bull this weekend is the absence of Gianpiero Lambiase, Verstappen's usual race engineer. Lambiase is away due to personal circumstances, which is a first in Verstappen's time with Red Bull. In his place is Simon Rennie, another seasoned engineer, ready to step in for the challenges ahead. As the teams gear up for the race, all eyes will be on how the RB21 performs under the revised conditions, making for an exciting spectacle in the heart of Austria. This upgrade may just be the spark Red Bull needs to close the gap on their rivals and secure a strong performance in the race. The anticipation is palpable as we await the next round of action on the track. In the lead-up to the Austrian Grand Prix, excitement continues to build as teams finalize their preparations. One intriguing development has been Mark Rennie's return to a familiar engineering role. Reflecting on this change, Helmut Marko noted that Rennie, who last engineered Alex Albon, is just as sharp as he was in his previous stint. This brings a fresh dynamic as the team gears up for the weekend, particularly for Verstappen, who has established a strong working relationship with his race engineer Lambiase after nearly a decade of collaboration. Verstappen himself is focusing on fine-tuning his car, specifically targeting understeer that has been a concern. He conveyed confidence following a straightforward practice session, emphasizing that while the pace was promising, eliminating some of the car's understeer is crucial before race day. His positive remarks about Rennie suggest that the experienced engineer's input is making a beneficial impact as they work to optimize performance. In another headline, McLaren's Lando Norris took the spotlight by setting the fastest time during FP2 in Austria. His performance not only showcases McLaren's improvement, but also sets a competitive tone ahead of the race weekend. Meanwhile, Verstappen's longtime race engineer was confirmed to miss the Austrian GP, adding another layer of intrigue as the team adapts to this temporary change. Amidst all the racing action, an interesting off-track moment occurred as actor Brad Pitt was reportedly snubbed by Verstappen during a filming scene for an upcoming F1 movie. Such celebrity interactions always add another dimension to the sport, illustrating the blending of entertainment and racing. Finally, amidst all the excitement, Christian Horner's comments in the press have stirred some reactions, with Marko expressing surprise at the implications of the statements. The air is thick with anticipation not just for the race itself, but for the myriad of stories developing around it, be it team dynamics, unexpected performances, or celebrity encounters. Stay tuned as we dive deeper into the unfolding drama and racing strategies this weekend. Lando Norris, driving the McLaren MCL39, showcased his skills on Friday, finishing FP2 a remarkable 0.157 seconds ahead of his teammate and championship leader, Oscar Piastri. This performance comes after Norris missed the first practice session, which saw rising star Alex Dunn behind the wheel. Looking at the competition, reigning champion Max Verstappen secured the third position for Red Bull. He faced challenges without his race engineer, Giampiero Lambiase, but still managed to put in a competitive time. In a twist of events, the spotlight was also on Lewis Hamilton, who found himself under investigation by the FIA due to an incident involving Mercedes driver Andrea Kimi Antonelli. The stakes were high as tensions rose on the track. Liam Lawson, another aspiring driver, encountered issues early in the session, indicating trouble with his car's steering. After reporting that his steering was pulling to the right, he returned to the pits for a closer inspection. It's moments like these that remind us how unpredictable racing can be. Now, let's talk strategy. The Mercedes duo of Antonelli and George Russell initially set the pace on medium tires. However, it didn't take long for McLaren to dominate as Piastri jumped to the top spot with his first meaningful lap. Just moments later, Norris impressively reclaimed P1, showing his ability to thrive under pressure and even after a minor gravel mishap. Speaking of pressure, Charles Leclerc faced challenges in his Ferrari. He communicated to his team that his car was struggling to decelerate before turn 1. Things went from bad to worse as he ended up in the gravel at the high-speed turn 6. Meanwhile, Hamilton, desperate for speed, was caught in a tricky situation with Antonelli, leading to a heated exchange over team radio. The tension was palpable as Hamilton apologized, claiming he couldn't see Antonelli due to visibility issues. As the practice session continued, Verstappen made his move, quickly climbing into second place. However, it was Russell who eventually reclaimed the lead, edging ahead of Norris with a slight margin. Norris wasn't done yet, though. He fought back and set the fastest time of the day, proving he's a significant contender in this race. The session saw plenty of action as drivers switched to soft tires and began their qualifying simulations. Norris's incredible performance included 3 purple sectors, ultimately demonstrating his superior pace and skill on the track. Amid all this, Lance Stroll managed to impress with a strong lap time, temporarily breaching the top 3 with his Aston Martin. With teams like Sauber needing to enhance their performance post-upgrades, it was a day filled with learning and strategizing. As the lobby buzzed with anticipation for this weekend's race, the real question remains: can Norris maintain this momentum and secure a podium finish against fierce competitors like Verstappen and Hamilton? Stay tuned as the Austrian Grand Prix unfolds. Make sure to like and subscribe for more updates and in-depth analysis from the world of Formula One. As we dive into the exciting details from the second practice session of the Austrian Grand Prix, notable moments emerged from the track. Oliver Biermann, showcasing his driving skills, tested the limits of the Red Bull ring. At turn 6, he unfortunately dipped his Haas into the gravel, reminding us of the fine line racers tread between pushing the pace and maintaining control. Meanwhile, fellow driver Andrea Kimi Antonelli had his share of adventures too, running wide at the exit of turn 1 before locking up at turn 4 in the session's waning moments. Max Verstappen, ever the competitor, expressed his concerns over tire performance, stating, "Struggling a lot with the fronts now. He made a strategic decision to pit with just 3 minutes left, eager to find improvements before the session concluded." On the other hand, Pierre Gasly had a challenging day, reporting significant issues with his car. "Something is broken on the car. It's disastrous," he said, specifically highlighting his struggles at turns 1 and 6, which added another layer of drama to Alpine's efforts on track. As the session wrapped up, the top performers from FP2 emerged, with Lando Norris of McLaren clocking the fastest lap at 1:04.580. Close on his heels was teammate Oscar Piastri, just 0.157 seconds behind. Max Verstappen followed in third place with a time of 1:04.898, proving that the Red Bull team remains a formidable force as the race weekend progresses. Lance Stroll and Charles Leclerc rounded out the top 5, showcasing the competitive nature of the field this weekend. With tight margins and fierce rivalries, every practice and qualifying session is critical as drivers look to secure their positions for the main event. Looking ahead, Red Bull Racing has introduced an upgrade to their RB21, sparking discussions about its potential impact. Marco's revelations about initial findings from this upgrade are generating excitement, offering hope for improved performance in the upcoming race. And as the excitement builds, fans are left pondering the complexities surrounding Max Verstappen's penalty point situation as he faces questions about a potential race ban. Without a doubt, the Austrian Grand Prix promises high stakes and thrilling competition. Make sure to stay tuned for more. Alex Dunn is rapidly emerging as one of McLaren's brightest stars. Just recently, he showcased his potential during his first official F1 race weekend. Driving Lando Norris's car in the first practice session at the Austrian Grand Prix, Dunn made quite an impression by clocking the 4th fastest time. And get this, he was only a 1/10 of a second behind Oscar Piastri, the current championship leader. It's no wonder that pundit Karan Chandhok believes he might be the ideal candidate for a role at Cadillac's new team. Now, let's talk about why moving Dunn to Cadillac might be crucial for his development. With both Norris and Piastri locked into long-term contracts, McLaren faces a bottleneck with its rising stars. Chandhok emphasized the importance of finding Dunny a race seat where he can gain invaluable experience. He proposed that McLaren explore a deal to secure Dunn's position with Cadillac while maintaining the option to bring him back when needed. Imagine this: Dunn honing his skills with Cadillac, building his racing experience while still being a part of the McLaren family. Chandhok even likened this strategy to how Mercedes managed George Russell's career. This would not only benefit Dunn, but also give McLaren strategic foresight for the future. Chandhok passionately stated, "You want to find him a seat somewhere to build up some racing experience." This approach allows young drivers to learn and adapt to the high-pressure world of F1 before they get a full-time seat with their parent team. With Dunn leading the F2 championship, the time is right for him to take the next step strategically. So, let's consider what Alex Dunn could bring to the Cadillac F1 team. His recent performance at the Red Bull Ring demonstrated a horrendously impressive display of skill and talent. As a fresh face on the grid, he could inject energy and competitiveness into the new team, potentially helping them carve out a name for themselves in the tough world of Formula One. In conclusion, as McLaren ponders their options for the F1 2026 season, placing Alex Dunn with Cadillac seems like a win-win situation. It's a chance for him to grow as a driver while allowing McLaren to keep a tether to one of the sport's biggest emerging talents. It will be fascinating to see how this story unfolds. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on McLaren, Alex Dunn, and all things Formula One. Until next time, keep the race spirit alive. As we shift our focus back to the promising young driver, Alex Dunn has truly made a mark in the F2 circuit. His impressive performance has him leading the championship after the first 6 rounds. Quite the achievement for a rookie, don't you think? Now, let's talk about his thrilling debut during the Austrian Grand Prix. In the opening practice session, known as FP1, Dunn highlighted his capabilities by clocking in the 4th fastest lap. This performance not only captured the attention of fans, but also set the stage for a memorable race weekend. What is it that makes Alex stand out in a competitive field? Well, insiders point to his ability to consistently find that extra level when it matters most. His seamless integration into McLaren's junior program has helped him harness his potential and gain invaluable experience early in his career. In anticipation of the 2026 Formula One season, there's a buzz surrounding Cadillac F1's driver search. The team aims to combine seasoned expertise with emerging U.S. talents, although speculation suggests they might ultimately favor experienced racers for that critical first season. With drivers like Valtteri Bottas and former Red Bull star Sergio Perez reportedly in talks, it will be intriguing to see who Cadillac secures for their debut. Moreover, Guan Yu Zhou has also surfaced as a contender, especially given his existing partnership with team principal Graham Loden. With significant sponsorship ties and impressive skills as Ferrari's reserve driver, Zhou's inclusion could add depth to the Cadillac lineup. Looking ahead, we anticipate Cadillac will utilize Ferrari's engines and gearboxes until at least the end of the 2028 campaign. This technical partnership promises to enhance their competitiveness on the track, making their debut something to watch for motorsport enthusiasts everywhere. As we keep an eye on emerging talents and established stars, the world of Formula One is more thrilling than ever, especially with fresh names stepping into the spotlight. The excitement builds as we track these developments through the heart of the racing season. Thanks for joining us on this roller coaster journey in F1. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for all the latest updates. Until next time, keep your engines revved and your spirits high.